Oh, it went on over there. I didn't even notice that. How
Yeah,
cool.
Dama. Oh, it did. They had the countdown.
Yeah.
We're getting more technologically advanced on the Life in Zero Gravity. Joe, what
You
up, people?
you didn't do your natural.
Damas y
There you go. There we go.
caballeros, ladies and gentlemen,
Goomba. Oye, oye,
bienvenidos
oye, oye.
al show Vida en Zero Gravity. Life in Zero Gravity.
They gave
Tú
me a tutorial on how to
sabes.
work.
What was that? I don't even know
Oh
what that was.
no,
Hold on,
they
hold
got
on.
us a tutorial.
Okay. There we go. We're working. We're back.
That was close. That was pretty close to banda music right there.
Banda. I guess it might be kind of
That's close
pause
enough.
if you
Yeah.
fucking connection. Sorry. My Instagram's like barely going on right now. Yours looks good.
Okay, cool.
Mine's okay.
I can't really see it. I'm just like trusting.
Yeah.
I'm just having the faith right now.
So I am back on this podcast episode that's been a while, right?
It has been a while. Yeah.
It's been before AX. Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
before
right?
that. That
Yeah,
was like
right before.
oh yeah, because I remember
Yeah.
we wanted to do a session after I got done with AX, and we're gonna be like, "How was the show?" and shit.
How was AX? Well, how was AX?
It was wild. It was pretty fun. There's a lot of things that happened like during July 4th, which is like personal drama with like a friend.
Yeah.
And it's something that I don't want to get into like for fucking like the audience wise. Like it's not entertainment worthy, honestly, should I say.
that.
So I'd just be like, oh, okay, like I think I should just leave it be. Like that drama stays between me and the person that like that happened with.
Yeah.
So but besides that, it was wild. It was fun. July 4th was a lot. Like I had to be up at 5 a.m. I didn't go to bed till 4:30 in the morning, dude. I was
like
just
a full
drained. It was
24
a
hours,
full
huh?
24 hours. Like
Damn.
I didn't like drink, but I like had a beer every so often throughout the day, and I was just like trying to like be like, I need to keep focused because I need to fucking to work.
We must stay focused.
Stay focused. July 5th, I didn't go because I had to work on like visual settings for my show on the 6th. So I didn't go to July 5th because I was like, I need to work like real quickly on all this shit to be ready for fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
So I didn't go. And I went Saturday. And Saturday, dude, I got fucking white girl wasted. Like I got off stage and shit like that.
We have a Trulies.
And then like, no, people just kept handing me
Claw?
drinks. Like they're just like, oh, let me buy you a drink. And I was like, let me buy myself a drink. And that would never happen. So I just like, at one point I was like, dude, I'm so like, right now. I was just like, I could not like get another drink from anybody at this point. So I just kind of stayed in that. Yeah,
but it was just fun. People buying you drinks. Yeah. That's nice though.
Yeah, and then Sunday,
how it should be. Buy your DJ a drink.
I usually don't go Sunday because Sunday is like a half day. Sunday's always like a thing where they have it like, I don't know, like 9 to 4.
Yeah,
and then they close early, so they close everything. But I needed to buy like souvenirs and gifts and shit. So like I was gonna do that beforehand, but that was like my day. I was like, I'm just gonna go buy all my souvenirs and gifts like now. So I was like a little bit hungover and like, yeah, I think I was still buzzed. Honestly, I think I was still buzzed and just like, walking around Anime Expo. And then I was just like, okay, like I need to buy shit actually, and not just fucking come here just to get lit and stuff.
Yeah,
but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, I had a really good experience. A lot of good time.
That's good.
It's trippy. Well, it's trippy to be like an attendee. I've worked there twice with a vendor. And then it's just trippy to like be an attendee, work there as a vendor, and then now performing at it. And I'm just like, whoa. And I met a lot of cool people, a lot of connections, a lot of cool friends.
That's good.
Like I met a lot of cool people there that I met for the first time. On top of that, like the people I worked with were actually really cool. Like they actually had set up really quickly. Like they were really on par and on game with like how to run the stadium and the show and like the stage and shit like that. So like the team was really on it, and I loved that. And then on top of that, like I was gonna say, the people that I met, I definitely probably will work with like next year. And on top of that, there's the one happening in Ontario where they told me to apply. They're like, oh, apply, like see if you can like get into this. And like, we'll definitely vouch for you. So if that's the case, I might be playing in Ontario.
Where's it at in Ontario?
The Ontario Convention Center. I guess it's next to the airport. I've never been.
Yeah, I've been there.
I've never been, honestly. So it's kind of like a thing where it'd be kind of a cool experience for me.
Yeah, let me know. We'll come through.
Yeah, I think it's only like $50. So
it's cheaper, huh? I definitely want to. We gotta go next year.
Well, here's the thing too. It's more local, like because AX is a fucking worldwide, like it's a worldwide experience, and it's like it's the biggest North American like anime convention like that this side of the planet. And on top of that,
right, it might be the.
I keep saying on top of that. Sorry, forgive me for the stupid remark.
Yeah.
No, so it's called Chibi, I think, but that's honestly, it's more, it even says like it's more for local people. Like it's like people that are surrounding Los Angeles area. and they actually want to have vendors and artists and like acts that are like from the area apply. So they're like, oh, if you're local, like apply like for Artist Alley or for like performing or for like if you want to have your own booth for something. Like they recommend that it's more of a local thing. So I was just like, well, fuck yeah, I'm here, so I'm definitely gonna apply for that.
Yeah.
And plus, the person that I worked with, they even gave me the application because usually they have open applications on the website, and they're like, "Oh, see if you can make it." But I already got my foot in the door, and the girl was like, "Hey, we're doing this like in November. Like, apply to it, or if you don't want to go, like have someone else apply." And then like I'll just recommend them. I was like, "Fuck that, I'll do it. Like, I'll definitely go do it." So hopefully I get picked.
Yeah,
You know what? Not hopefully. I probably most likely I'm gonna get picked.
You probably will if you got picked for Anime Expo. You probably will.
And on top of that, I already have a lasting relationship with these people, so I'm just like, okay, that was cool. But besides that, it was a lot of fun. The only downside I gotta say is security. Security was just fucking like
it wasn't good.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just I get it. They're two different teams. Like the AX team has their own thing going on, and security is just a hired force that like so just doing their fucking job. But they were giving me such a run around. Like I was late to multiple of my sets because I was like, hey, I have to fucking get in here and like you have to let me in. And they're like, well, we got to pass it through like head security or this and that. You don't have an artist badge. And I'm like, that doesn't fucking matter. And even like the people I was talking to, they're like, why are they giving you a tough time? And I'm like, because I don't have an artist badge. And I'm like, what the fuck? So multiple times the people I was in communication with had to come up front and like talk to security and like be like, why the fuck are you fucking sweating them for hard? And like it was just a whole miscommunication. Yeah. But I get it. They're doing their job. They don't know. I mean, they should have more communication together. Like these are teams that should have like, you know, a balance with one another and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It sucked. So
yeah, that does suck.
Yeah.
Damn.
But besides that, it was cool. Another thing that was a downside, I didn't get to watch fireworks.
Yeah, that was one thing.
I was really kind of upset with that. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like I was
honestly, that was one thing where I was like, damn, that kind of sucks that it's like right then, you know.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
yours was after the fireworks.
Mine was after the fireworks, but it was more it was just the drama that happened with that day, and I was with a friend and I was arguing with this friend back in the hotel room, and like I remember like it was the thing where I was sitting there arguing with him, and it was it's a whole entourage of stuff I don't want to get into detail with, but basically what happens, we got into an argument and he was just pissed drunk, and then like I'm sitting there trying to calm him down, and I remember the fireworks are going off and I can hear them and I could feel the vibration of them because they're close, like they're next to the stadium, and I'm just sitting there like I'm missing fireworks right now. And then like on top of that, people were texting me like, where are you? Like, we're watching fireworks, like your show set time is like in 20 minutes, like you have to come here. Like I was just getting like flooded texts of like, where the fuck are you? And I'm sitting here arguing with this dude, and I'm like, dude, like I'm not trying to sit here and fucking argue with you, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. I felt like when I was a kid, the fireworks shows seemed so long, and then when you grow up, you're like, oh, it's like 15 minutes.
I know, dude. I hate that.
It seems like it goes forever.
I wish that fireworks shows were a lot longer, and I feel like they're only like 10 minutes now. They might have gotten shorter.
They might have. I know they're like trying to kind of phase it out and have it be like the drones.
Yeah,
which I guess is like safer for the environment.
It's safer for the environment. Honestly, the next day after fireworks is so ugly. It's so like muggy and like smoggy from all the gunpowder in the air and shit. So it's just
worth it. No,
killing the environment.
The price of freedom.
Worth it. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, that crickets. Sorry, get out of crickets.
No, that's funny though. I felt like it was so much longer. I think they did shorten it though.
Yeah,
there's no way it was 15 minutes before.
I think they did. I think they honestly shortened it a lot. Like it's just something that I think
feel like it had to be at least
environmental wise. Some places even just stopped doing fireworks shows altogether.
I think some of these beach cities actually.
Long Beach did.
Yeah,
Long Beach.
It's like drones.
My dad told me, he's like, "Oh yeah, Long Beach stopped doing fireworks." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why would they stop doing fireworks?"
They switched it to drones. The drones can be cool though, like some of those drone shows.
Yeah, they are explosions in the sky, bro. Come on, you can't replace explosions in the fucking sky. Shout out to that band, by the way. That's a good band.
Explosions in the sky.
Yeah. So no, dude, you can't misplace that.
The Mile High Club.
That too.
Explosions in the sky.
Yeah.
No. I watched the fireworks and it was so short. Like it was cool, but I guess you didn't miss too much. Mm-hmm. Just like and then they moved it. I watched them in Upland, and you know how it was always at the high school.
Yeah.
The last few years they moved it to the Cable Airport. So I watched it. I watched it in a Walmart parking lot. And I was like, "This is so American right now."
In a Walmart parking lot watching fireworks
in a Walmart parking lot.
I saw a meme that made me laugh, and it's like when you're trying to take sunset photos in aesthetically pleasing places, and it's like somewhere like in a big ass field, like in Yosemite. It's like sunsets inside grocery store parking lots, and it's just like all like orange and purple and like beautiful, and then like the other places are just like straight like just blue. And I'm like, that's so true though. Why do like grocery stores have such aesthetically pleasing sunsets?
They do it on purpose.
I know, right? It's like, what the fuck? Why does it actually get the better view?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. No, it was cool though, but it was funny how that works. And then there's like people standing in front, because you gotta like bring lawn chairs, and then there's someone like standing up the whole time, and it's like I want to say something, but I'm like, let me not ruin.
It's American.
I want to ruin their holiday.
Yeah. I got you.
But they're kind of ruining mine at the same time. Sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down.
Calm your bed.
Yeah, I don't want to hear chat. I don't hear that shit.
No, yeah, it was cool though. I mean, you got to do it. Like I got to do it. I got to let Jassy see the fireworks.
Yeah,
it's more for her anyway.
I love fireworks shows. I wish they happened.
It's fun to have your own too. Your own fireworks is always fun.
I don't know. I kind of just like watching the show. I don't really care about lighting fireworks in that.
No. Last year I brought a bunch of fireworks to my parents' house, and my dad was like freaking out. Like,
why?
I mean, they're just popping. It was like some big ones, and they're just popping in the backyard. It looked like such a fire hazard.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
He didn't say anything to you? You get mad?
He didn't like it. No, he did not like that.
He's like, what the hell are you doing?
But it's kind of funny because when I was a kid, he used to buy the fireworks.
Yeah. He's just getting older. Like, times just swapped, man.
Yeah, the boomer.
Like when we had M80s as kids and we would throw them in places.
You remember that? Yeah, we threw them like under cars and stuff.
Oh my God.
In a mailbox. Didn't we blow up a mailbox? We blew up a mailbox. Hawk's mailbox. Didn't see that one coming. Hawk of the neighborhood.
God, that just makes us sound like tyrants as children, dude.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, I wasn't a bad kid. I remember when I describe it, I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, we were pretty bad kids. And I remember we put one in the stuffed animal and threw the stuffed animal in the middle of the street and just
What kid wouldn't do that though? But we probably shouldn't have had M80s though.
That's it's kind of takes to sound like we're kind of psychotic in some kind of sense.
Kids blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Yo, let's blow stuff up.
Yeah, Tiny Tina there.
That's what we got to do.
No, but besides all the events that happened around AX, besides the little drama that happened on the July 4th, it was really cool.
That's good.
Yeah, I really wish I saw fireworks and I didn't. I really was looking forward to seeing fireworks and I didn't see fireworks.
Oh man.
Like I saw like the residue afterwards, when like fireworks are done and they're still lighting off in the city randomly, like there's still like fireworks lighting off randomly, or like kind of like if I was like a few days afterwards, like driving on the freeway, you would see fireworks and shit like that. But like as far as like seeing like an actual show, I didn't get to see a fucking show, and I hated that. I was like, God damn it! Like I was really looking forward to seeing a fireworks show this year.
You know what's kind of funny about that is like I was planning to go to your set, and I still like regret not being able to go. Like I wish I would have like made it happen.
It's all good.
It's sold out. I really, really wanted to go.
It's all good.
But a lot of my planning was like, okay, the fireworks show's at 9.
Yeah.
It ends at 9:15. We can make it there by his set at 11. Like we should be good. Like that was like the only thing I was like trying to think was like, we just got to watch the fireworks and then it'll be cool.
No.
My boomer parents are going to go to sleep right after that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My dad didn't even go watch the fireworks.
No. Lame.
He goes to bed all early. Yeah. Like that's just, how it is. Like old people just go to bed early.
Yeah, no, my dad said that over there in Long Beach. They really, I don't think there was a fireworks show. I think they did something else. I forgot
Drones,
what it was.
maybe.
Probably.
I know they did that in one of those other beach cities. I feel like they might have done that in Long Beach too.
Yeah.
It's funny that I don't even know, and I live there. I don't know what they did.
I don't know. Something on the sense.
Yeah, but I mean, family time. I'm usually gonna be with like them,
jazzy and shit like that.
Sense.
Yeah. I guess you.
So I guess that makes sense that I wouldn't know that. But yeah, they have been canceling it more. I'd like to watch a drone one, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem the same.
They seem cool. Like there's one with they showed San Diego Comic-Con and they're like showing how like they made like Galactus look like he was like rising out of like the stadium, and I was like, oh, it's pretty intuitive. I think it's really cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really neat. I think it's awesome technology. You can even fucking do shit like that. which is amazing. I'm just sorry, like there's something so primitive about explosions in the sky. They're so much better to me though. It's just like, oh shit, like I don't know, it just looks awesome.
I want to go to one of those drone shows and like light off fireworks, like and crash them into the.
Did you ever see footage of that? Like,
that would be tight.
There's like a drone going through fireworks, and it's just so like aesthetically pleasing.
That would
like there's
cool.
like a fireworks show going off, and there's like a drone going through the fire, and it looks so cool. It's so like cool
That's
to see.
Ultimate.
It's cool to see a perspective of, like it happening like in that kind of time, like actually right there in that moment. It's like, oh shit, that was wild.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, it looks really rad.
Yeah. I always thought, I've seen some music videos where they use drone footage, and I always thought like that's an easy, cool video. Yeah. Just get a drone and like film something cool.
Yeah, footage like that.
Call that a video.
Pretty much.
You easily could do that. Like, yeah. We could even do that. I could have drone footage running on like the side of this. That'd be cool. Just like, they have that
just like a humming drone right here, like coming face value.
Well, I didn't mean
like
I mean like some pre-recorded stuff.
Drone.
I meant like shoot some drone stuff and put it like in the bottom of the video. That's what I meant. But that is funny.
I thought you just had like a drone in the studio, just like the humming of a fucking drone.
That shit would ruin the show.
Like, get out of my face, drone. It sounds like a big fucking fly or something.
Yeah, that shit would be annoying. They are kind of big flies, right? Drones. Basically what they are.
Pretty much.
Big electronic flies.
Mosquitoes, dude.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what they are. No, that's funny.
Have you got bit? I got bit up this summer. I've been getting.
It's always like
bit the fuck
for me. It's always like
summer.
My ankles.
Yes,
I don't know why. Why do they always go after?
Also,
ankles?
my arms. There's times like my arms are just bumpy. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like I'm just getting fucking like vampires sucked over here.
Probably because you're by the beach too. You've been by the
true.
Beach.
That was one of them. Oh, there was one. I went to like a
lot of moisture,
like
there.
A pool party, and yeah, there was a fuckload of like it was just they were everywhere.
Anytime there's like moisture, yeah,
they're everywhere, and they gave us like one of those like little bands that you put on your ankles or your your wrist, and it keeps them off apparently. And I put the off spray as well. I don't think it still did shit. I was still getting bit up.
I don't know if that stuff works. I feel like I've always gotten bit when I tried to use it, and then like you accidentally like when you're eating, you get some of it in your mouth, and it's like, it just doesn't taste good. I don't like this season.
I was supposed to go to up north to Oregon. Like I was supposed to go up north to Oregon at the end of this month, but I think I'm going to push it back to like middle September. And I'm wondering, I'm like, is it going to be enough time, or there's probably still going to be a lot of bugs out though because it's still hot. Yeah.
It's actually hotter. I feel like it warms up in that part. Like at that time,
well, you're higher to like closer to the sun. So
like in the Bay Area, like September's hotter than August. Like, stuff like that.
Because I'm gonna be in the fucking forest and shit. But at the same time, like summer ends on September 23rd, and I know it's still gonna be hot though. Like regardless of summer ending seasonally wise, like it's gonna still feel like summer probably till like mid-October or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean when we like the last few years have actually been colder than usual here, but when we were kids, it just felt like it was summer all year.
All year fucking around, dude. I'd be like,
this is summer. Oh, now it's hotter summer.
Yeah, and then like winter would come and it's all like, oh, it's slightly cooler, and you're just like, okay, it's just summer all year round. Sometimes.
Like, oh, now we're gonna have like 3 days of rain, and then it's back to summer again.
It's been raining a lot here recently. Like when it comes, when it comes to winter, it's like it's been raining kind of heavily. I'm like, oh wow.
Way more than usual.
I think we're getting more tropical. I feel like California's getting more of the tropical weather type of like standard.
And I notice it
like
a lot.
Islander.
Because I'm out a lot, so I notice it. I tell other people, like, really, you think so? I'm like, yeah, it's definitely like, because I have to be conscious of the rain.
Yeah.
Like I'm always driving in the rain.
It feels like it's becoming way more tropical, but it's like it kind of like, well, not to the extent. To the extent of Hawaii and Panama, because that was like fucking tropical weather. Like it was hot as fuck, moisturizing, and then fucking it would rain and it would not rain, and it would keep going back and forth. And I'm just like, okay, now this is like tropical weather. But like California feels like a very small increments, like getting to maybe in years from now, it probably will be like that. But for right now, I feel like this is the start of it, kind of like moving its way to become that finally, maybe one day.
Yeah, it could be. I think about that sometimes.
Yeah,
I hope not. But yeah, I mean, it's not as ideal.
Maybe.
I guess we get used to it though.
Yeah.
And then by that time, I mean, we'll be old anyway. It'll probably be better for us, like how old people move to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
It's cheaper over there. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my face with that.
There's a reason why it's cheaper over there.
I know.
I was going to say, I shouldn't diss Arizona. And I was like, wait, who cares?
No
I don't even
cares.
think Arizonians like being there most of the time.
They do. There's people that are differences. Like one of my friend's little brother said he was going to move to Arizona because him and his girlfriend are like, oh, we're much more river people than we are beach people. I'm like, river rats. But
You
no,
could do
some
that
people.
here though. They have a river.
I think it's just because their dad lives out there too.
I guess that makes
like families
sense.
out there, so like they have like job placement and fucking like family around. So it's usually people always try to move to where family's kind of located in some kind of sense.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. There's plenty of rivers here, so it's kind of funny.
I don't know. Lake Havasu, honestly, they're very whitewashed. So, oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to say that online.
We're 20 minutes in. We're good.
Oh, okay.
We can say whatever.
Oh yeah.
We want.
Fuck the white man and his books.
Actually, we did. I think you cursed like a couple seconds in, so that's already been fucked anyway.
Fuck.
It's all good though.
All good. In the neighborhood.
Who cares?
Yeah.
They don't want to monetize this anyway. They don't want you to hear what we have to say.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, they ain't us. Yeah, ANUS.
But yeah, how was your 4th? Besides, did you just hang out with Jazzy?
Yeah, pretty much. I hung out with Jazzy, hung out with family. Had like like the 4th of July food where it's just heavy as hell. That type of food. I had like barbecue stuff. I think. Yeah, potato salad.
Yeah, I get you.
But I mean, my my dad especially is actually a good cook, so I don't mind. Like, it's actually good.
No, I didn't have any like July 4th food really because I was at Anime Expo. I had food there, but I didn't have anything too much besides that.
We still use my grandpa's old smoker, and he's a Texan, so he was always like smoking the meats.
Smoking
the meats. Yeah, so it's good. Like. It's something, I don't know, something about that like old school smoker. It just works a little better.
I should like throw this away. I felt like I had this fucking gum forever, and I don't think it's gonna be sounding good for me having audio, me chewing gum and shit.
Yeah, I did that. I put mine in. I had like a random wrapper in my pocket, and I just
okay. Sorry if you hear me chewing gum, people.
Yeah,
I'll stop now. I'll stop chewing gum.
I couldn't hear you, so they probably can't.
I don't know, but if you just like hear me like munching on fucking gum inside like that. Yeah, see, I don't like that sound. It's audibly disgusting to me hearing that fucking sound.
It is kind of annoying.
Yeah, so
the gum.
But no, I haven't seen you, or I mean, I've seen you like in person. Besides that,
we haven't seen each other a lot since. I guess that's not that long ago, though.
But yeah, I mean,
it's like a month and a half,
like a month ago. But we have seen like I haven't done a podcast since before July.
And 4th. I feel like we haven't seen each other if we haven't done a podcast. Like
we've seen each other.
No, I'm saying, but we haven't really seen each other unless we've done a podcast. That's the only time it counts.
No.
I'm just playing. We saw each other like last
weekend,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, recording. Right? We were here recording the Jet Jaguar.
Yeah. Oh, you told the audience. No, it's all good.
It's coming out this summer. Just let me finish.
Coming out soon, actually.
2 releases. We have the Jet Jaguar chat coming out, and on top of that, September 17th. Get ready for my End of the World dance party. So
it's coming.
Yeah, September 17th, night of the full
End
moon.
of the world.
End of the world dance party.
All right. We're ready for it. The street's been waiting.
Yeah. Actually, it's been something that should have been released last year. It should have been released last year in summer, and it didn't happen because of like not confrontation, but just like miscommunication and missed file placements of me and like Logan. We were just like trying to, my videographer, we were just trying to get together on this stuff like that. We didn't have the time or means for all this shit, and it didn't get released when it was supposed to get released. But I think it was actually happened for a certain good reason, because I feel like, I don't know, when it's releasing now, I feel like it's kind of substantially like perfect good timing, for it to release. So I'm just like, oh, actually probably worked out for the best benefit releasing now.
Yeah, like sometimes when you got more time, you can refine it. So.
My End of the World dance party. So yeah, September 17th, that's going to happen.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see about this.
Yeah, I know,
I'm gonna check it out.
I always say one fucking release date and then it never comes out on the other side of like that.
I didn't mean it like that.
Someone's sending you nudes, bro. I don't know who's sending you nudes right now.
Was it? Oh, is it? What is it?
Like I don't know. Let's see. I can't see.
Is it Snapchat videos?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
He's always receiving nudes
on a mountain bike.
I don't mean to call you out. I can't call you out like that.
No, it's all good. I mean,
now your viewers know that you just get nudes all day.
I'm single. I'm not doing anything. I didn't even ask for these nudes.
I miss that. I miss, like, on a real note. Sorry, ladies, but I really do. I just, That's like such a fun feeling. You're having a day, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that ups my day. Random nude. There you go.
Yeah, for sure. I've had that. Like a girl
I shouldn't even be saying that. That's dumb. But whatever.
When a girl can tell you're having a bad day and they just send nudes, it's like
that's not two males talking about receiving nudes on it.
Doing the Lord's work. I forgot. I felt like you were.
We must stay focused, brothers.
I forgot. I felt like we haven't been sexist enough on here.
Why would
we haven't been sexist enough? I don't feel like we pushed the envelope enough.
I don't want to be sexist.
I don't feel like women think I hate them enough. I think I need to go harder.
Oh, he's saying this because other friends have had said that he's sexist and that he just seems like he hates women.
The only women's sport I want to watch is them making me a sandwich. Who can make me a sandwich?
He said it, not me. I'm not involved in that. So sorry. That's not me. That's not me.
Perfect time for the Olympics.
Exactly.
How was that not in there? We got breakdancing. We don't have sandwich making.
You know what? My
in France, no sandwich making?
That's true. Baguettes, whatever, how the fuck you say them. What do you call it? My brother was saying a point where that like winners, like Olympics, like are not real Olympics.
Yeah, nobody really cares.
Yeah, but like he was saying that like in Colorado, like since the majority, sorry, white people, I don't give a fuck about this shit. But like
some of them are interesting, right?
But like the Winter Olympics,
snowboarding.
Well, the Olympics come, and then like everybody in Colorado is like, oh, finally, like the Winter Olympics are here. Yeah, like so, like, yeah, exactly. Like the real Olympics are here, and he's like, no one gives a shit about the Winter Olympics. Like all white people care about is like skiing, snowboarding.
Live in Colorado.
Yeah, so he would like always call them out, like no one gives a fuck about Winter Olympics. Like
it's so funny. They're actually coming back to Utah. Remember they were in Utah?
Yeah.
The Winter Olympics are coming back like 2038 or some shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I feel like they've had it a few times.
Well, we have Olympics now in the next 4 years.
You know what's interesting is New York has never had the Olympics. They've had the Winter Olympics at Lake Placid a few times, but they've never had it in New York City for summer. Weird, right?
Well, this
is going to be the third time.
LA is one of the places that's going to hold them, though. It's not because to have the Olympics in America would be fucking wild, and I just feel like I'm pretty sure like the UN would be like, no, fuck no, we're gonna have the Olympics just set in America. Like, fuck you. So I don't know if you know, they're doing it, and it's all across America. It's Canada, North America.
Oh, that's the World Cup you're talking about.
Is it? No, it's also Olympics.
No, the Olympics is gonna be like through LA. They're gonna have some events in like Long Beach.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be all in one. LA is actually. It sounds crazy for whatever reason.
Well, back at the Coliseum for sure, because that's the historical landmark. Because
it's
Olympics have been there multiple
years.
That's
gonna be here actually.
Yeah.
That's it's right. The World Cup you're thinking of, where it's gonna be.
That's gonna be wild.
Yeah, they're gonna have it like Canada and I think Mexico maybe too.
Canada,
right?
Mexico,
and
North America. Yeah, it's US. But they're everywhere though. Like I think some of the games are in Miami. Like some of them are like randomly in the Midwest too, and you're like, what the fuck? And then there's gonna be some in LA, and then they're going to Toronto, like Montreal, and then fucking like Mexico City.
For that World Cup. Right?
Yeah, they're going all over America. Basically, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna just like have it all.
Which is kind of wild because you would think if they could do the Olympics here, they could probably do that too.
I don't think though it's too European for them to be like, no, fuck you, America. We're not gonna give you like the World Cup.
The whole
the whole World Cup.
Which is it's interesting.
Well, on top
LA
of that
could definitely do it.
It's a big demographic, so I think it is kind of fair to have them like stretch it across and be like, okay, if everyone wants to come.
I remember they were gonna play some games at SoFi and then they canceled it and now it's like back on. I thought that was pretty wild. Like it got canceled and it's back on.
I would love to go to a Mexico or US game, but it would be so fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, probably expensive too, but I don't give a fuck.
It'd be cool.
Get your bag up. Get your bag up.
I want to go to I want to go to some LA Olympics events. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Definitely at the Coliseum.
Yeah, because I don't think those will actually be that bad. Certain ones will. Probably like basketball or whatever will be expensive, but like some of the other stuff is not going to be
so
like nobody, especially the lesser known events, like you could get into that for probably pretty cheap.
Yeah, I would sit down to go regardless. It's going to seem like a fun time, really.
I want to try to go. I know they're going to have some in Long Beach. Some of the water events are going to be there, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, well, duh. I mean, that makes it. I don't know if I would have wanted to be swimming in that water though inside Long Beach.
It's not as bad as the river in Paris.
There's too much bacteria.
Remember that one?
Bitch. Yeah.
They like multiple people got sick at this Olympics from swimming, and they spent all this money, like millions of dollars, like trying to clean it up, and it still wasn't.
That's so gross.
So Long Beach isn't gonna be that bad.
I don't know. There's a lot of bacteria on top of that. All the ports are right there. So oil and all that shit. Yeah. So there's a lot of.
I'm sure they'll clean it up,
bacteria.
Though.
Hopefully, I don't know if they can fucking put that all together.
It won't be as bad as Paris. If
Shout
they could
out,
do it, or Rio when they did it in Rio and the water was all.
Oh yeah, one of the runners actually for the 100-yard dash. I forgot who he was. He had fucking COVID and he was supposed to he was like favored to win, and then he
Lyles.
Yeah, he got stretched out.
Yeah, he got
That sucks.
He won a gold though. He won.
Yeah, I think he got. Well, there was two. America came in silver and bronze.
Well,
in that
he
race.
Individually won a gold.
Yeah,
like he won the main race, but then the COVID hit him. And, I think they won some medals after that, but he was supposed to win more.
He was supposed to be favored to win more, and then he got COVID. And
but a lot of people don't like that guy because he's cocky. So people were like, "Oh, that's what you get."
Maybe, who knows?
Sometimes. He did say something.
It's good to have self-confidence, but it's another thing when you're being egotistical and asshole about it. But I would definitely say self-confidence is something you're just I fucking got it.
He was talking trash about the NBA, he said, "Oh, if you win the finals, you're not the world champion." You kind of are though.
Yeah,
all the best players end up in the NBA. I get what he's saying, but then when the U.S. team won the gold, they were like, Are we the world champions now?"
Yeah.
They're
shout out to the women's basketball team, the men's basketball team, and the women's soccer team for bringing home
the men's soccer. Oh no,
too soon. Fucking for
men's
bringing
soccer team.
Yeah, soccer team. No, for bringing home golds, dude.
Gold.
Everyone brought home golds at the very end of these games because that was the 10th or 11th. The 9th or 10th.
Yeah, the 11th was.
And the 11th was the last day, and then that was the 9th or 10th. So these are the ending really pinnacle moments of the Olympics, where these are the most important parts of it. And we brought home the gold, dude. That's so sick.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I mean, and did you see how close it China and the U.S. both have 40 gold medals, but the U.S. won a lot more other medals.
Yeah.
But the stuff that China wins in is it's kind of silly. I feel
I think it's just the other stuff that we don't think about for sure, because we only care about the sports are kind of a little bit. I think that's the thing. It's we care about the sports that are more bigger to
how
the
many
name.
Diving medals did they win? Why do they have so many diving medals?
It's just
in the
shit
place?
We don't think about. I think that's what they're trying to do is win us on the things that we don't think about.
In the Olympics in general, I feel they have too many swimming medals. Yeah. It's how many medals do we need for swimming?
I didn't even know that shooting was one of them.
Yeah, they got shooting, and then that was a whole joke where it's oh yeah, all our best shooters are in jail or
No, I saw a fucked up one. One was oh, how does America lose the shooting fucking Olympic sport? And it's because it wasn't at a school, so I wasn't. I was that's pretty fucked up. That they kept I was that's pretty messed up. But it is very true. No, I love that.
That Turkish guy.
That
guy was the star.
Just because it was a whole meme, dude. It's just he became whole meme. Yeah, with his hand in his pocket and shit. And I'm this JoJo character.
Yeah, and he's 51 or whatever.
Apparently, he said, okay, there was a whole story behind it. Apparently, he said that he just got divorced, and then his cat was helping him practice at home. And then he went for it. You notice everyone had those scopes on and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he just had nothing but his glasses and him. And I'm
I got this.
Desperadoing through his way through it. But I think, since the divorce, he just had nothing to do. He's fuck it, I'm going to get good at something. And then look where it took him. He won silver in freaking the Olympics.
His wife's going to try to get him back.
Yeah, exactly. He's well, I just got to do me now at this point.
Yeah. He probably got sucked off for that.
I love... Jeez, that was heavy. No,
he got some action.
There's a what do you call it? There's a meme of showing all the people shooting and then put them together as a drawing. It looks kind of an anime poster. Everyone's blown up kind of adventure style. And I'm this is so genius. All the memes that are coming with this shit.
Yeah, they kept doing that. That was funny.
Yeah, with him in the middle of everything. I'm just what? It looks like a movie poster. I'm it's so cool.
He did end up being one of the stars. That's funny.
That was the thing too, is that I heard a lot of not debate. It was more discussion that people were winning silver or hardly winning gold, and they were getting more attention than the actual people winning gold. There would be people winning multiple gold medals, and no one would give a fuck, but everyone that was winning silver and shit like that, they would give them more attention just because of I guess the comedy that came with it, or just the showing that came with it. I have no idea.
Maybe it's just this participation medal generation. That's what it is.
Oh no.
Did they have Olympic participation medals at this one yet? That's probably next time. They're gonna have that eventually. It's like, probably. What about the guy that came in 16th?
Yeah, right. Participation medals. Did you see some of the freaking what's it called? Like the attributes that you would get if you like won gold or silver and shit like that. I think like
it
Pakistan,
was different for different countries.
Yeah, Pakistan was like you get like a 4-bedroom flat or some shit like that. I was like, damn.
In Korea, you don't have to serve in the military if you win. I guess
there was like one that you get like I think like
South Korea
23 like million USD like if you fucking win in some other country. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, well, these things are really trying to make people win.
Yeah, we were kind of in the middle with our rewards. In some countries, you barely get anything.
Yeah,
you get like nothing.
Shit, honestly,
it's like, damn.
Get cattle.
Gotta be worth something. But if you win a medal here, I feel like you get millions basically if you're in like a major event.
Yeah,
like because you're gonna get all that sponsorship money
for sure.
So there is that either way. But yeah, it was.
What was ours? What did people get if they won?
I think it was a decent amount.
Just like a cash like pop out pretty much.
It was like cash and I think something else too for sure. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up right now just so we have the actual numbers.
Oh yeah. So we don't get our facts wrong, and someone listening to us like, you guys don't even know.
I was looking up. I was actually following the Olympic medal count like throughout the Olympics.
Yeah.
Let's see the payout. Oh yeah. Oh wow, France. Well, that's interesting.
What?
It's just showing the total payout. Like France, they had 64 medalists and they paid out 9.4 million, and the U.S. had 126, which is basically double, and they paid out 8.3 million.
God damn!
So France paid out more, which makes sense. It was hosted there.
Yeah,
I think we're probably gonna destroy at the LA Olympics
for sure.
The U.S. is gonna like dominate. I think.
I hope so.
The last time when it was in '84 here. They that was like the best.
I wonder who's going to be on our men's basketball team though, because honestly, I don't think we're going to get a team like this again.
There's still a lot of good players.
There is,
yeah.
But like I feel like Curry and LeBron though,
they might
and
come
AD,
back for that.
Like Curry, LeBron, AD.
They said they're done.
There's so many good people on our team.
AD could still play.
Yeah, AD can still play.
Yeah.
But there's so many good people on this fucking team, and I was just like, man, this is like, I was like, this is a stacked fucking basketball team.
They always think that though, but there's always people coming up. So
true.
It'll be like the guys like Jason Tatum that was on the bench most of the time this time. It'll be like people like that.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Or like there's always people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
I feel
funny.
bad though. France like lost quite a few things that I feel like they lost in their home territory. For instance, soccer. Men's soccer team lost against fucking Spain, and they had Mbappe, and they fucking like should have taken that. But I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a hard match fought though. Spain is Spain for a reason when it comes to soccer. So
hey, them getting 64 medals is pretty good. That's like there's like 60 million people there, so it's like a medal for every million people. That's not bad.
Right, but the sports that they really wanted to dominate at, like, they didn't dominate at because they've been at basketball for a minute. I feel like they have beef with the U.S. to be like, we're going to win basketball. And I'm just like, no, you're not. Like, not against us.
Unless it's just totally, like, terrible reffing. That was the only way where it's like the French they're just in the bag for the French.
Shout out to the women, dude. The women won by a fucking point. It was 97-96.
Yeah, that's pretty
crazy.
Wild. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the men's team is just so stacked that makes sense.
Yeah, I think we won by 10, right? It was like 87, like 93.
Which is pretty comfortably.
Yeah, it was like 80, like 85, 93 or something like that.
Which is that's pretty comfortable. But basketball, other countries have been getting better at basketball for a while. A lot of the best players come from other countries now.
Yeah.
Like Jokic on Serbia. He's like, he won, 2 or 3 MVPs last year?
Yeah. Some players actually played for their home country. Who played for their home country again? I forgot who it was.
What's his name? Oh, I think they bowed out early. What's his name? Rue on the Lakers?
Yeah.
Hachimura?
There you go. Yeah,
he played for Japan, but they bowed out like early.
Yeah.
And that guy I just mentioned, Jokic, was on. Then Victor Wembanyama is on France.
Yeah, that's so I remember some of the people paid for like their home country, and I was like, okay,
and then Joel Embiid played for the U.S., but he's from Cameroon.
Yeah. He wants that citizenship. You know what? That was another thing too. That was a big part of this is that a lot of people were playing like for Canada or for their for the country, but they were trying to basically gain citizenship.
Yeah,
and that was so wild. And on top of that, all the refugees. Shout out to that.
They had a refugee team.
Yeah, the refugee team, and especially all the shit that came with it. Oh, shit. Am I losing myself right now? But all the shit that came with it, like, my heart really does go out to those people because they're, like, literally coming from overseas, trying to make it over and have this refugee team, like, you know, participate. And that takes a lot of fucking courage for that shit to happen. One of the announcers, she was part of the refugee team. And she like basically played for the years beforehand swimming wise. And then she was an announcer this year. And then they had news that her fucking grandmother was trying to cross like the bridge to get over here or to get over to the safe side. And then she like died from a heart attack like the night before and shit like that. I'm like, that's pretty heavy shit. Like, especially with all the shit that's going on in Palestine, Gaza and stuff like that. So yeah, my heart really goes out to the people that like fucking have been suffering to get to the point to the fucking Olympics and go to that refugee team and try to make something happen, which is fucking amazing. So
yeah, that's a
big, because then you don't know how fucking granted your life is when you put it in retrospect. Like, these people are suffering just to play their fucking sport. Like, that's fucking nuts to me.
Yeah.
Dude. So it's a big part of it. I think this was something that definitely meant a lot to a lot of people this Olympic year. So
yeah, I would say this is kind of funny, but like the Olympics is the time when I feel the most patriotic. For real, it's not like the presidential election, because I'm usually a lot of times I'm not happy with either of the candidates that are there or whatever. The Olympics, I'm like, I'm always rooting for Team U. It's like, it feels like it's like your neighbors. A lot of them are from California too.
Yeah.
Like most, like I think like a sixth of all the Olympians.
Yeah, we're like from California.
Yeah, it's like a lot of them, or a fifth of them or something.
I know. I was gonna say, when it comes to World Cup, I really don't care about America, like, at all. Like, I fucking, when it comes to World Cup, I'm like, like, I was like, men's US team really fucking sucks.
You root for them, but it's like, you know, it's not gonna really go far. So you kind of just,
I usually go for Mexico because obvious reasons, but
it's
like
the same thing there,
dude. Honestly, Mexico's fucking team has been shit.
Like, they should be better.
Honestly. They should be. They're Mexico. They referred at one point, and then now, like, I see Mexico, I'm like, oh god, you guys fucking suck. Like, it's so bad. It's like watching the Raiders now. Like, you know, you should be good, and you're not good anymore.
Yeah, it's a similar fan base too.
Yeah, exactly. And it just sucks. And I don't know who to go for now, because I'm like, okay, but USA has always been trashed, and then fucking Mexico just can't keep a team together, and they're just fucking ass now.
That's true. I root for them too, and I like their jerseys. Actually, my dad has some of their jerseys.
So it's upsetting. It's really upsetting to fucking have a Mexico team that does not do fucking good at the World Cup at all anymore.
Right. I feel like I end up rooting for Messi a lot of times in the World Cup.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. There's a lot of Messi fans. You know, there's not like really fucking.
It was cool when he won finally after all that time.
I know, he's the GOAT when it comes to, as much as you hate to admit it. Although he won Gold Cup, and I was kind of pissed at that, because I mean, he has a lot on his belt. He's won World Cup, he's won a gold medal, he's won fucking Gold Cup now, and I'm just like, god damn it. But like, I felt like the refs were really kind of on the side for fucking Argentina rather than Colombia, and I'm just like, but I don't know. It was a huge game, that one. That was a little bit all over the place.
Well, he was hurt too.
He got hurt, He like mid game, like he fell out. I think he just like fucking
twisted his ankle,
his leg cramped up. Yeah, your legs go through a lot when you're doing that, man. That's a very rough sport. Women. Okay, when women were playing soccer, when it was Brazil and USA, I was there. Yeah, there was just tired legs. You could see them like starting to cramp up and just like fucking be like, "I'm done." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're putting your body through way too much at that point."
Yeah, it's like 50 straight minutes.
Your legs lock up. Yeah, you're stiff. You get cramped.
50 more.
Yeah, and then you cramp up. And then on top of that too, once you hit the 90-minute mark, sometimes they throw on like 10 to 15 more extra minutes, and you're just like,
that's
fuck.
Factored in the 50.
Yeah,
50.
exactly.
Like, there's usually at least 5. I feel like.
Exactly, and then so you have to fucking go through all that.
That's if there's
bullshit.
not extra time.
Exactly. You're just running fucking forever, and you're like, shit, dude, it's so much.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know. I know you say basketball is one of the hardest sports, but I mean, like, I feel like the distance that you're running from basketball is like very much shorter than what it is for soccer. Because soccer is a very big field, and you're just running like all continuously throughout. And like basketball, you do too. Like, there's short bursts, you're going back and forth, but I feel like the proximity is a lot smaller than what it is for soccer wise. It's very difficult.
But it's different, but with basketball, it's just like, it's a lot of high flying, jumping, and all that.
Yeah, which does tear out your legs too. I mean, I think it's all different. I mean, it's all athleticism for a reason, you know. So definitely shit like tears at you in different ways.
Yeah. So I mean, they're both very athletic. You know, we're not talking about like baseball here.
No.
My dad sometimes says baseball isn't even a sport. He thinks it's a game, or like, which I disagree with, but I get where he's coming from.
I mean, think about it. You could be fat as fuck and play baseball.
Yeah,
still
that's
good.
what he says. That's what he says. He's like, you could be fat as hell. That's not a sport.
Kinda. You could be fat as fuck in baseball and still be good. Babe Ruth, for God's sake. So Max Muncy's huge.
Max Muncy, Chunky Muncy.
Yeah, Chunky Monkey over there. No, the Taekwondo martial arts like fucking display of the Olympics was a lot of fun to watch. That was so much fun to watch.
They've been talking about adding MMA. I think they should. That would be fun.
I'm not sure about that. I feel like it's too more American of a sport. That's like adding actual like
MMA is football. Pretty worldwide.
It is, but I feel like it's more Americanized.
Brazilian.
That's all it is. They say mixed martial arts, but like literally MMA is just all jujitsu.
Well, there's Mexican
jujitsu and Muay Thai.
There's been more Mexican and British champions recently.
Because like actual martial arts stuff. Because what they're doing is like Taekwondo, karate, Wing Chun, like Shaolin. Like it's just like actual like forms of martial art. And I feel like MMA is exactly what it says. It's mixed martial art, but it's just like actually just Muay Thai, kickboxing, and fucking like
boxing.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's just I feel like it's more. It's more Americanized in a sense. I feel like how like that's like putting football. Not actually like soccer, like factual like American football into the Olympics, and then it's like
the way I look, I don't know about that. The way I look at it is like there's also a lot of judo. It's just whatever prevails.
Yeah.
The whole point of it was like, oh, let's see what fighting style will win out. It's like to see who would win in a real fight. So if you think about it like that, it's like
I guess, but I feel like it's not it's colonized to me. Honestly, I just feel like it's not like what it should be in a sense. It's very Buffalo Wild Wings.
I don't know. Everybody has the ability to get in there.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they really do.
Been like guys like Machida was a karate guy.
But then you're gonna like here's the thing: are you gonna put up like those mixed martial arts dudes against like an actual Taekwondo fighter and shit like that?
I mean, you could if they fought a Taekwondo fighter, they probably win because they would have the other styles.
I mean, you could do that. You could line those people up. You don't know that. Honestly, a Taekwondo fighter could actually know the whole entire distribution.
A lot of times, it depends who lands and what level they are. Because that's the thing too. Like everybody always says, "Oh, an MMA fighter will beat a boxer." I'm like, if the boxer catches him once, it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like that's probably true if it's two average guys.
Yeah.
If it's like an elite level boxer, all he has to do is land one punch, and that MMA guy's never been hit like that.
Yeah, Muay Thai. And shit. I don't know. I don't know if I really agree with like actually having a part of the Olympics.
Of all the stuff they have, I think it could
because I think I really like the distribution of what they have for the Olympics as like actual fighting wise and what it is.
They could still have all
because the rules are different too.
Yeah,
because the rules are different for like what you're doing for like Taekwondo. Like the hitting point system is different. In mixed martial arts, it's all about getting someone down and like landing the blows, yes, of course, but also the tap outs and stuff like that. And then like with martial arts is more of a standard of like actually how much connection of kicks and like points system wise vary on like your body type
scoring,
and stuff.
It's like amateur boxing.
Yeah, it's like different. Yeah, it's like the scoring system's way different.
That's how they score amateur boxing. What is like who lands the most?
Yeah, so their computers. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it might be a whole. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're not going to have what do you call it again, right?
Breaking. Yeah. People were making fun of that. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing, and I was like, "How is this here?" But I'm like, "That's kind of cool." I guess.
Wouldn't mind if they had it back.
I saw some of the people's dances. I'm like, "This can't be a real thing." Yeah. I was like, "This is not a real thing."
And didn't they win? Like the winners even were like, that ray gun girl. I kept saying that.
All right, no, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the ray gun girl.
Yeah, I think she was from Australia or something. I don't know. But yeah, was like, I've never seen any breakdancers do that. Like, I've seen, this is actually some of the worst breakdancing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they're like,
it didn't look good. I saw memes about it and I was like, oh, God,
I think that has potential, though. It is athletic, like, for sure.
For sure. There's a lot that goes into that, dude. Yeah. There's a lot.
So I don't mind. There's so many dumb Olympic sports.
I did a windmill like I did a windmill like a few weeks ago for like a fucking photo shoot, and I was like, I forgot how hard this is. I was like, I forgot like actually how much potential you have to put in your body to make yourself like turn yourself like that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's something I haven't done in forever, but
yeah,
I don't break. I used to practice doing the windmill though for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, that would. I think it would be cool if they brought it back, but it doesn't look like they will.
No, I'll probably not. Honestly,
after this one, there's just so much criticism. It's probably not good. If they ever did a New York Olympics, they should do it there.
That'd be kind of rad, actually, because that's the root of it. Well, that's the root of it. It's the hip hop. So it's like, honestly,
that's why I thought it'd be kind of cool if they did that in LA.
They just make it look like fucking stages and Street Fighter and shit like that. Like it's like the crowds in the back, and they have like the fucking cardboard out. There's graffiti and shit. And people are cheering.
That would be tight tight, right? Like if they actually did that, like it's like in an alley somewhere.
Yeah,
in
Street
LA.
Fighter stage and shit. We're here at the Olympics in downtown Los Angeles, and people are just like all throwing it up in the back.
They have like Waffle House fighting as an Olympic sport. Every time
that's an Olympic sport.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Waffle House brawls.
Speaking of brawls,
and they hold it at like 3 a.m. Like that's the time of the event.
I know, right? It has to be. It has to be at the crackhead hour.
Yeah,
the crackhead hour. Speaking of brawls, and I know we're gonna change this topic on this because I know you wanted to save the topic for. I remember you're like, let's talk about this on the podcast about movies. Deadpool, bro.
Oh yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah,
spoiler.
I didn't want to
alerts.
start with that. So yeah, that's good. Spoiler alert for everyone. I hate spoiling shit. So
yeah, if you do not want to hear this,
you should have seen it by now. Though
skip it. Skip whatever you don't want to hear about.
A couple weeks.
So we're definitely gonna have some spoiler alerts.
That actually sounded like a spoiler sound.
Yeah, right. Spoiler alerts.
It did get spoiled for me, by the way. Like parts of it. For sure.
I saw it early. Well, I didn't see it that early. Like I saw it like probably like a few days after it came out. But I remember like my brother.
Did any of it get spoiled for you or no?
No.
Good.
I did ask my brother though. Like I asked my brother certain questions. I was like, "Is so and so in this? Don't tell me who he is. I just need clarification if he's actually in this movie." And they're like, "Yes." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine. Let me go fucking discover it on my own." So I was like, okay.
So it was close.
Yeah. No one spoiled anything for me.
Who was that you were asking about?
I asked two. I asked if Tanning Tatum and then if also Henry Cavill was in it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yes. And I was like,
then you had an idea then.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I was like, I don't want to know who it is, but I was like, as long as I know that they're in it, that's fine. Actually, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say real quickly, like, hey, your phone shut off for a second or something like that. But no, the only thing that I was actually all the people, all the cameos, I wasn't too surprised about. Like, okay, Channing Tatum was interesting. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew Henry Cavill was gonna be it. That was cool. I knew that Blade was gonna be in it because I read something that like, oh, Blade's gonna be in it and actually be like a pinnacle character. I knew X-23 was gonna be in it. I knew that she had to come back.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing.
Actually, I guess I didn't know X-23.
It was cool seeing like the other people from the other like X-Men movie, like fucking like Juggernaut and all those ones, like the Red Devil guy. I forgot his fucking name. I don't know why it's like blanking on me right now. I usually know him. Toad, Inferno. God, Chris Evans was fucking hilarious though. Yeah. Like I was like, because when I saw him, I was like, he's not gonna be Captain America. Like, who is he gonna be?
Tricked you,
and then I was like, because I was like, there's no way he's gonna be Captain America. And then like it was like fucking the Fantastic Four.
And
I was like,
thought it was,
and I was like, that's funny. See, I knew it wasn't gonna be Captain.
Even Deadpool was like thinking it was Captain America. Right?
Well, that's the thing too. Like in the comic books, remember when like he saluted when he saw Cap and shit like that?
Yeah.
In the comic books, Deadpool looks up a lot to Captain America. Like that's actually like his superhero hero. Like. In the comic books, he really like idolizes Captain America as a being, and then like Captain America always feels like like fulfills something for him, like oh you poor piece of shit, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the one that got me when I was like, what the fuck are you doing in here? Was Elektra.
Yeah,
that was one I was like, what? I was like,
yeah.
That's so random, but I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one I didn't expect. That was one that hit me kind of randomly at home. I was like, okay.
I didn't know that one. I didn't know X-23. That didn't really surprise me as much, just because it made sense with like Logan and all that.
Yeah.
They totally ruined Blade for me. I was like, God damn it, because that's a good cameo. Like,
yeah.
Nobody knew about that before.
I read something that like it was like, oh, Blade's gonna be in Deadpool and he's gonna be like a substantial character and not just like a random cameo. And I was like, okay. I was like,
that did kind of get spoiled for you
a little bit, but I was just still kind of like, if this is a confirmed source, they're just saying it, and I just have to see what happens. And if that's the case,
there was a lot of shit, and I guess they take pictures as fake spoilers sometimes, like to make it look like it, to throw people off.
Exactly.
So yeah, I know Marvel does that.
No, the Henry Cavill one was funny. He was like, oh, the Calverine. He's like, it looks so right, and then, like just like throws him out, and I was like, that's pretty. But there was a lot of good comic book references. There was a lot. There was like the what is it called? The Apocalypse slogan where he's like on the fucking X cross. Yeah. There was the one where he has like that brown, the original like 80s fucking costume. And he's like, isn't this the costume we fight the Hulk in? And that was another random cameo where they showed the Hulk. And I was like, I wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see Wolverine fight the Hulk. I was like, oh, how awesome would it be to see like Wolverine actually fight the Hulk and not just be like a random cameo.
Right.
Like give us like a few good seconds of them going at it. Like that's all I want. But we didn't get that. Comic book lore accurate Wolverine was funny.
Oh yeah.
The one that was like 4'3".
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. There was a lot of good comic book references into it all. I really liked that. I really liked how much they did to it.
Yeah.
The Ant-Man thing, but I already knew that from kind of a distance from the trailer, though.
I didn't notice. I try every time I tried not to get it spoiled.
Yeah, because they showed it in the trailer, like his giant suit, and I was like, okay, so he died somewhere, and then like they have his suit or something, you know, in a sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's all I can get out of it, really.
Yeah. So they didn't go too hard with it.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see anything about Charles' sister, so
yeah,
I didn't know about that part of it. Yeah. So
they wanted, actually, what I heard the beginning is that they really wanted a different bad guy, and I heard they wanted the same bad guy for Doctor Strange, and I'm like, why are they not bringing this dude in? Because he would be so perfect. And for the fucking Agatha series or the Scarlet Witch series, WandaVision, they wanted to bring in Mephisto, and I was like, he's like the perfect bad guy. Like they should already have him in the series already, and they just have not like pulled the trigger on it. I'm like, bro, like bring Mephisto into the series. It would be so much better if they actually had him in there. But
they should have brought back Kang and had him slap all the white girls.
He's out of it.
He's not in there anymore.
Yeah, he's not
the
like
hell.
that. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I would actually be okay with him continue to play the bad guy because people hate him at this point. I'm like, good, he's the perfect bad guy. Like now people hate him in real life and they're gonna hate him in the movie. Like
if Disney didn't own it, he might have still been in it. Disney was like, oh no, we can't do that.
I know they done that with quite a few people. The
racism's okay.
The UFC fighter that was in Mandalorian.
Oh, Gina Carano.
Yeah. Apparently she's suing Disney now.
Yeah, because she has like some right-wing stances.
Yeah, and then they're like, we don't stand with this, and then they fired her. No, apparently she's suing Disney, and Elon Musk is paying for her fucking lawyers.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Elon Musk has become kind of a super villain.
He has. He's become some kind of fucking like weird. Turn. Yeah, he promised all these like things of being like, oh yeah, we're gonna stop like fucking like air pollution and all this shit, and then like now he just like launches rockets in the fucking sky for fun and shit. And it's like, yeah, he's become like a super villain at this point. I'm just like, dang it.
And then like he's threatening to move his businesses out of California because they're trying to pass a law where like teachers don't have to reveal their kids' preferred gender to their parents.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, here's my thing on that is like, if your kids don't feel comfortable revealing that to you on their own, like you're probably a shitty parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like why, if that's like what it takes, you know, is like a teacher to reveal it to you, like you should probably rethink things.
Exactly. Oh, quick question real quickly. Are we doing the 1.5-hour episode today?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So do you have a timer?
It's timed on here.
Okay, so you actually know. Sorry about that. We're doing only an hour and a half today because I feel like we could talk for like 6 hours, and you guys are like, God damn, like you're talking forever. So my bad.
So we're trying to limit ourselves a little bit here. Just a little. Just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny tad.
Yeah. So at like 5:30 we'll and then I'll, you know, maybe we take a minute or two break and then jump back in.
Yeah, like that. So we'll do episodes 1 and 2, like kind of like Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh wait, copyright.
Yo, when's that going to be an Olympic sport? Lightsaber fighting.
That would be a good one.
Manuel told me he was watching fencing. He's like, it was pretty wild. He was like, fencing was pretty. Yeah. He said that like France was taking on Japan, and he's like, Japan was just fucking owning it. And I was like, really? I was like, that's crazy. What if that was a thing, like samurai sword fighting? You know, because that would be a fucking crazy shit. They have the kendo
that probably
sticks
all factors in.
Yeah,
because like the companies the countries that are good at that are like France, Italy. The U.S. actually won some medals in fencing.
No way! Did they really?
That's real.
Crazy.
Yeah, we win at everything. It's funny, like the stuff that
we're American.
We got our hands in. It's like, how is an American winning fencing? Like, what the hell?
We didn't win shooting.
What is that thing? The tentathlon? Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah.
Where it's like horseback riding.
Exactly.
I think fencing is part of it.
Yeah, fencing.
Swimming, and I want to say, shooting. I think that's it.
Yeah.
And basically what that was, I learned, is that they were trying to find the perfect soldier. That's why they added that to the Olympics.
Oh, wow.
So that makes sense.
That makes sense.
But I guess at LA, they're going to change the horseback riding to like American Gladiator, which sounds like actually way more fun to watch.
Whoa, that sounds amazing.
Like it's going to be like a whole obstacle course.
Of course we're going over the top. Like, we're going to kill each other. Like, why does America have to do that? America's always like, for the entertainment of us losing brain cells.
It is.
See, that's USC. You have like mixed martial arts to me. It's just like you watch it if you're just dumb. I'm sorry.
Say it's like human cockfighting, right?
Yeah. That's what mixed martial arts to me. I'm sorry. That's what it is. It's like I'm losing brain cells to watch people at Buffalo Wild Wings screaming at two dudes hugging on the floor.
Hey, there's
and they're
still,
like, this is real fighting.
The thing is,
same with Super Bowl.
There's still those fighters that are so good at all aspects of it, like Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, I know.
Like he still can do striking.
Yeah,
he can eliminate all the other.
I know.
So that's a real martial art.
You know what? It's the crowd that comes with MMA. That's what I'm saying at this
bros.
point.
It's like it's bros and like cholos is a lot of
because if that's the case, then I might as well just go to Huntington Beach and just yell that Mexicans rule this country, and then probably just see people try to kick my ass. Yeah, exactly.
Because actually, the biggest fan base in this country for like MMA now is like Latinos.
Yeah, well, I feel like it
makes sense.
I mean, what their favorite anime is Dragon Ball Z, so that's all they know.
The other is like white bros.
Can he beat Goku though?
Can he beat Goku?
You fucking guys are just stupid.
Goku.
San Goku, yeah.
Yeah, I sent you that, right? The saint.
Didn't we talk about that when we were like, how Mexico has a woman president now? And I'm like, all she has to do is make Goku an honorary Mexican, and she just wins by default.
He's like a saint. Goku's
it's just a picture of Goku like with the fucking thrones.
Yeah, my vice president Goku.
Yeah. But no, it was. Besides, we got off track. Besides that, Deadpool was a very good movie. I feel like that really brought Marvel back to light.
So with that movie, you're a film guy. I what's really weird is on Threads. On Threads, the first shit I saw was like, "Wow, that movie sucked," and it was all this negative stuff about Deadpool and Wolverine. And I was like, so before I watched it, I was thinking like, what's the film angle on this?
That's so weird.
And I could see like critics maybe not liking it as much.
It got a high ranking. I think it won like not one. It got something for being the most sold like R-rated movie now or something like that. And on top of that, I feel like Wolverine is Marvel Jesus. Yes, Wolverine is Marvel Jesus. And so funny, what's funny is that's such a big joke. Like Deadpool's like, I'm Marvel Jesus, but the real Marvel Jesus is Wolverine, which is just hilarious to me. But
looks more like Jesus. Yeah,
true. But here's the thing: is just that I feel
nice pool, I guess.
Nice. That was a good one. I feel like the whole Marvel franchise has been taking like a shit lately with all the movies that have been coming out. Doctor Strange, Marvels.
Shang-Chi was cool.
Black
Panther 2 was
Quantumania kind of sucks.
Quantumania did kind of suck. Fucking MODOK sucked.
MODOK sucked ass. Actually, you know what? The only reason why
some of the worst.
The only reason why I liked watching Quantumania is because I was finding like a kind of cool story with Kang. That was it. That's the only reason I'm like, it showed Kang. I'm like, oh, I'm finding more like entertainment out of this. And then everything else I did not give a fuck about. But then like when it showed Kang's story more, I was like, I really liked watching his story develop, honestly. Like this whole character develop.
Actor, Jonathan.
And then now that they got rid of him, I'm just like, okay, that sucks, but whatever. No, and then Deadpool came out, and I feel like it kind of saved and revamped Marvel as a franchise. It was something they needed, there's something they needed to
just have fun again.
Plus Wolverine with the lore accurate comic book like fucking costume was wild to see.
Did you know he was gonna have the face? Yeah. You thought, but like they go through most of the movie and he doesn't wear the mask.
Because I knew they were gonna do that. I was like, he's probably gonna put it on in the end. Like he's actually probably gonna put that
cool,
whole. But it was like
trippy.
Yeah, it was like finally like we see this come to light. Like it's an actual real thing.
And I liked how they actually gave it like a good backstory. Like,
why
I always wear this suit to remember that. Like, it made sense. It was like, okay, like,
Well, that was a big thing too, because everyone kept talking about like, if we have the yellow suit, is it going to look good on screen, or is it just going to look corny and cheesy? Is it going to look dumb? And even he was just like, and he was like, even like, I don't even know if I want to wear it like that. But then like, the story about like how everyone died, and he's like, it's his reminder to be like, it's like I should have been wearing it. It was like clown like. Got on my ass for wearing it, and I finally put it on now and stuff like that.
I always thought Deadpool's suit looked really good.
Yeah,
like from all the movies, so it made sense. Like whoever does the costumes for that.
Yeah, the costume designs for like the Deadpool movies are really good. They actually make fun of in the X-Men '97. They kind of make fun of like the movie franchise suits, because like. There's a part where Scott is like, they're like, he has a yellow suits, and they're like, yellow, and he's like, what, did you prefer black leather? But he's like doing a callback to like the original franchise of like all them wearing like the black leather suits and shit.
They're all leather daddies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, leather daddies. Mars, looking at you.
The leather daddy Mars.
Sorry, bro. We have to do it. Sorry, Brody. Have to do it.
Sorry, Brody.
But no, it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed every part of it. The fucking post-credit scene.
Oh yeah.
That was a good post-credit scene. That was so much fun. Oh, did you know that there was other special cameos in there? Did you know that Matthew McConaughey was in it?
Oh yeah, he was the country.
Yeah,
Deadpool.
cowboy Deadpool.
Yeah, cowboy Deadpool.
And then like apparently Tom Holland's like younger brother was in it as another cameo and shit.
Yeah, there's some random. Who was the floating head Deadpool?
I forgot.
That was somebody.
It was somebody too. You're right. I forgot who it was though. I remember read it really quickly and I was like, that was random.
His Ryan Reynolds' wife was.
She's Lady Deadpool.
Yeah,
but she only did the voice, and whoever was the body was like a stunt double.
Yeah,
and then but yeah, she was Lady Deadpool.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was an interesting one. You know, actually, I was like, I wonder if they would show it, but I was like, that's a very, very far fetched. But I was wondering if they're going to show Gwenpool, which is Gwen Stacy as Deadpool, and I was like, I really wonder if they're going to show it, but they never did. And I was like, okay, that's very far fetched for me.
Deadpool 4. No.
I know. Hey, you never know.
Actually, they said this wasn't Deadpool 3 anyway. This is like a different thing.
They said it was threequel. It's like the threequel.
It's the threequel, but I guess Deadpool 3 would be different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they made another one of these though. Yeah.
Hey, apparently they might take it, honestly, because he was saying, I love the joke where he kept saying, he's like, you're going to play Wolverine till you're 90. And he like, kept like making that a thing. Like, you're going to be stuck here forever, buddy. Like, we're going to be doing this for, he's like, now you're with me to do this forever. Like, we're in this together now. But they're already in talks. Like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are already in talks to be like, oh, we want to do a movie with like Tom Holland because it would be fun to make fun of him, and like since he'd be like the little brother, like be the little brother of the situation. And I was like, well, they are together in the comic book, so like that would even make more sense that all three of them would be together and shit.
Yeah.
So it would be like a really big thing if they could put all three of those dudes together. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah,
it'd be different for Spider-Man too, because like Spider-Man's been a different.
Yeah,
I always thought that those characters' attitudes are similar, like Spider-Man and Deadpool. Deadpool's just more like R-rated,
Well, it'd be cool to actually see like the comic book thing of what happens about like how Blade and like Kraven the Hunter and Morbius and like Spider-Man and fucking like Deadpool and Wolverine come into the fucking play where like Spider-Man turns an actual spider and then like Blade's after like Morbius and Kraven the Hunter's trying to hunt Spider-Man. Like I would love that to have like that cool. Dark pinnacle like series of when that happens. That'd be so wild.
Yeah.
I mean the Kraven the Hunter movie's coming out soon, I think.
Yeah.
So Aaron Taylor Johnson. Is that his name? The fucking
I forget.
The guy that's like in Godzilla and like also Bullet Train and shit like that. He's like playing as Kraven.
Yeah,
he's like that big English dude or something like that.
And they are hopefully eventually going to make another Blade movie. So
I love that where he's like, "There's only one Blade," and he like looks at the camera like, "Okay, sure there is, buddy."
There's only one. Yeah, but he actually showed support for Mahershala Ali too.
Yeah.
He's like, no, they got to make that too.
What was I gonna say? You know what? I forgot that Ryan Reynolds was in the Blade movies. He was in Blade 3.
Yeah.
Remember that? I totally forgot about it. I was like, oh yeah, they already share like a past relationship. But the thing I noticed about Blade, he didn't have his sword. He had like his like little knives and shit, but he didn't have the sword that he like comically carries like all the time. And I was like, oh, why doesn't he have that? That's kind of weird.
That was interesting, huh?
Yeah.
But it was really cool to see Blade again though. It's been so long since there's a Blade,
Wesley Snipes was the reason why Marvel was even staying afloat.
Yeah,
that was a part of it, like in the very beginning.
I think Ryan Reynolds called him Marvel Daddy, or somebody did recently. He kind of is. Like there wasn't really a successful Marvel movie before that.
Because then after that came Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And then that's what started that whole thing.
Because really, like superhero movies, other than Batman and I guess Superman, never really did super well.
Yeah, no.
And then now it's like the most profitable thing out there.
Exactly.
So he is. They probably owe him a lot,
No, there's a lot of stuff that came out this year that I feel like I'm very excited for. Obviously, Romulus. I'm excited to see Romulus. So, I mean, I bought my tickets for that. What else came out this year? There's a lot of other things.
Yeah.
So, Maxine. Maxine was another one, right? That you said that you think you like Pearl more, right?
Yeah. But I mean, there's still, there's good stuff. Yeah. I just saw Cuckoo.
Not to be confused with Cuckoo, the fucking music artist from Los Angeles.
Yeah, or like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. At first, I thought they were remaking that. I was like, please no. I didn't even think about it. The word, like the whole cuck thing.
Yeah,
it literally comes from cuckoo too. I think that's where cuckoo. You know what cuckoos do? They trick other birds into raising their babies. That's literally what they do. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I forget about that. That's like what cuckoos are known for that. So I'm like, they're cucking other birds.
Dang, cucks, bro.
Yeah, they cuck them.
Yeah.
They literally cuck them. That's what a cuck is. Like that word is so popular now that people don't realize that what it actually means is like to like to get tricked into raising another man's like kids.
Dang, get cucked, bro.
Getting cucked. So like when they say liberal cucks, they're basically saying like liberals are like weak and like, would
you hear that, you liberal cucks?
Yeah, she cheated on me, but I'll still raise her son. It's like
whipped. Sorry.
Cucked.
You got cucked. I know. You're not like us if you be having that kind of mindset.
Yeah.
And then I know girls hearing that would be like, that's a toxic male way to think if you think that's okay. And be like, sorry that you're cucking someone that fucking tricking and raising your other kid.
I feel like we bash men so much on here, but it's only what you want to hear. How many times have we called men lizard brained? How many times have we done
I can't count how many times I've fucking said that shit about
how
men.
How many times we've made fun of it? I have an episode called 5 inches in 5 minutes, and it's all about like making fun of the average sex for people.
Yeah.
It's all about making fun of dudes, so it's kind of funny.
Get cucked. All of you.
Cucked.
All of you.
Those guys probably do get cucked.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Sorry that you guys are simping and don't have a mind for your own.
Cucking.
Individualism is a thing that you guys need to learn. A lot of people just don't have that kind of like sense.
Because if you don't, that's how you get cucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Learn to think for yourself. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Having a power couple is amazing, but you have to learn some individualism.
You got to.
How can you love anybody if you don't love yourself first?
Yeah. Yeah. You
don't know what being really alone is like.
I've mentioned it before. The vagina vortex. Dudes just get sucked in there.
Yeah. Don't get fucking hypnotized by these kitchen witches and their hypnotizing pussies.
Yeah, exactly. They're hypnotizing trauma pussies.
Yeah, no, don't get locked in. We must stay focused, brothers. We must
stay focused, brothers.
What's this sound? Hey, that was perfect. I didn't know what that sound was.
You never know what you're gonna get from the soundboard.
Yeah, that was awesome. Sweet.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Sweet Smuggy.
Yeah. No, that's funny though. Yeah.
Oh shit, we're coming up on our 10-minute mark, are we not?
We're coming up. Yeah, we're coming up.
I'm coming.
I mean, we got so much to talk about.
Well, this is segment 1 of our little talk here, so we have about 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
And then and then you'll catch us
on
episode 2.
Yeah, that's when the real shit starts.
The A and B, son. A and B. No, that works. Okay, so we have 10 more minutes. What do you want to kind of do some closing thoughts
here? Is there anything else we had to say?
There's a lot we can still say until we. Okay, we're gonna save it for the next. We're gonna stay for the next episode.
Well, maybe if there's anything else about the Deadpool movies. Yeah. Well, one thing I would say. Oh, we didn't rate it yet. How many Zeus slaps you giving that guy? Out of 11.
Out of 11, I'd probably give it like 9.5, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll give it a solid 9.
Yeah, like a 9.5. That was a pretty solid
of all
movie.
The superhero movies, like that one. Those always feel the most like actual comics to me.
Yeah. I love that it tied so many things together. I love that they made fun of like the first Logan movie. Like that's the Logan he goes to find.
Yeah.
And he like beats up his skeleton. He's like, motherfucker. And he's just like whacking him with a fucking shovel, like getting mad that Logan's gone.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. At first, I felt like it started a little slowly, like when he's in like his whole life. Like they were doing that on purpose, but it was like, I was like, I wonder how this is going to go.
Yeah, I like the Happy Hogan. I love that they showed the Loki series, that one chick that was in it too. I love all the cameos.
Yeah.
Apparently he wanted Robert Downey Jr. to be in it. He wanted him to be there with Happy Hogan, but then I think he said no, but I think he said no because of what was coming up about Doom. And no one knew that because even Ryan Reynolds, he said no, and then later we found out he's doing Doom, and like no one knew that, and he was just like, oh, okay, that kind of makes more sense.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure. I love RDJ, but I'm not sure bringing him back as Doom is the greatest. I know he's going to be another variant of Tony Stark, which happens in the comics. It does happen in the comics. There's a variant of Tony Stark that becomes Doom. But honestly, there's some other people I would love to choose. Like Cillian Murphy would be a great choice.
The one thing is with Doom is you could have the way that it could work, even if he played Victor Von Doom, is his face is melted.
Yeah.
So it's like if he changes his voice.
Dude from Mad Men, bro. I think he'd be perfect because he has Doom, he has that male gentleman model look, and then like to have him be Doom would just be perfect. He's bulky, he's very big, like he's broad. So I think he would just be the perfect Victor Von Doom. And I was like, dang it, like they should have fucking did something else like that. I don't know.
The way that it works though is that they can do that where it's like it's not gonna look or sound like Robert Downey Jr. Probably.
Yeah.
You know, his face is gonna be melted.
Yeah.
If it's Doom. So I don't know if they. Yeah,
you know how
gonna do,
yeah, you know how we stood on that too. It's just like if they do Doom, they better do him right because there's Doom's a bad guy. Like,
Yeah.
people could bad guy, but very few do it like how Doom bad guys. And he's just such like an iconic villain where you're like, fuck, dude, like, do not fuck with Doom. Like, please, like, do him correctly, please. That's all I ask.
I mean, there basically wouldn't be one of the greatest rappers without him.
Exactly.
So, you know,
I love the title too. Avengers Doomsday just sounds cool.
It does sound
like
cool,
it just sounds like, oh shit, end of times is happening. My end of the world dance party happening on September 17th. Don't forget about that.
Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday.
Operation Doomsday.
Exactly. Oh no, they did a tribute to him in the comic book. I pray that somewhere in the movie they have an MF Doom song. Like he's just like flying, I feel like that fool's just flying through town and fucking like there's King Ghidorah. Yeah, exactly. Something's playing. I need something playing to Doom, like to tribute him. Like fucking Doom's like blasting something and a stereo comes on and he's like, I like that. And then like fucking he just flies off with like MF Doom playing or something. I'd be like, okay, we need this.
They could definitely do it. I mean, there's so much material.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, so they definitely can. I think they will. I wish Doom was still alive though. That would have been cool if he was a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his name was supposed to be in the first Iron Man? Fucking Ghostface Killer. Because he always refers to himself as Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And there's footage of him actually doing a part in the movie, but they just never used it. Like there's footage of him meeting Robert Downey Jr. in the movie, but like it just never was used. I don't know why, but he was supposed to be inside of it.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would have been cool to see MF Doom in the fucking Doom movie.
Yeah.
Eating like a hot dog and shit while the world's getting blasted or some shit like that.
Yeah. They might be able to do like, since Doom always wore a mask, they might be able to like kind of do something like that. You know,
it'd be cool to
Hannibal
have like
Buress. Oh, they could have. Remember how Hannibal Buress was like? Remember how Doom sent like fake Dooms out there?
Oh yeah.
They could have somebody like a Hannibal Buress as Doom.
He literally did variants of himself. Dang, MF Doom was the first rapper to do variants of himself.
That is villainous to have someone else perform your set
that's
like that.
Wild. That's so wild. I never thought about that till now.
That's funny. Yeah.
All right, we got 5 minutes. Okay, I'm doing live on Instagram right now, but honestly I just want to come say hi to them. I like Instagram followers, so hopefully the people that joined, thank you so much for joining. I'm not going to do Instagram live for the next one. I'm going to do TikTok live because Instagram live kind of sucks, dude. Sussy. Sorry, I don't mean to talk shit, but
TikTok live's more active.
Yeah, I like TikTok live a lot, but I just do Instagram live to keep my algorithm like generating and also like say hi to the people that like are following me. So thank you so much for chiming in for the guys that actually follow me. No, TikTok live will be on the next episode, so they'll be a little bit more active on that behalf. We're in the stew. So thank you guys for joining. And I'm pretty sure all we talked about was just the Olympics, my show, and fucking like Deadpool. But
pretty much, it was way more about the Olympics than I expected.
That was a lot. I didn't expect that much either. But hopefully you guys had a good time hearing us ramble on about this shit.
Did you see the whole controversy with? They thought this boxer was trans and she wasn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then she won the gold medal.
Yeah, she was favoritism too, and they kept like everyone's like, "Oh, you're allowing this woman, and it's a doctor's decision to look between someone's legs, and then like you're letting this man in." And she's like, "Fuck it, keep the hate coming, because I'm gonna win gold medal to fucking shut you." And she did.
Yeah.
Cheers to her. Honestly, that's fucking amazing.
She made that little Italian. Quit.
I know, dude. I love that attitude where like people just kept saying like, "You fucking man," and she's like, "Go hate as much as you want. I'm gonna win gold and fucking shut you."
Did.
And she shut everyone up, and I love that.
That's rare beautiful. Algerian gold.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it was very beautiful of a story to have someone like get all that hate and be like, "Keep it coming, dude." Actually, that should be inspiration to all people. Like, see how much hate she was getting from all around, and she was just like, "I'm gonna let this shit fuel me because I can't wait to fucking win like all of this in front of your guys' face."
And she did it. And
that's inspiring right there.
Yeah, and like it was funny to watch. Like I remember Logan Paul was one of these people that had like a long like post about like how you can't let men fight women, and like you just end up looking like such an idiot.
Exactly.
Like, it's like this was a woman the whole time.
Like, sorry, what do you know about boxing, Logan Paul?
It's true. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of my stance. I said
actually that's something we should talk about on the next episode is the Tyson fucking Jake fight.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, so that's something.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's gonna be on the next.
Or actually tune in for the next one. I mean.
Yeah.
I guess if you're watching this live, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, and then damn, what was it? There was something I was about to say, but I lost it. No, it's all good. It's all good. It was something related to boxing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it was funny to watch though. I think Elon Musk was talking about it too.
Like, he was just talking shit about it. I think he said something about it too. Where he's all like, "Oh, he's like, this is like." He pre-posted something. The more time is going on, I feel like that dude's just becoming a super villain.
Ego just swelled up, you know. They should have him play.
So did his body. His body swelled up. Honestly,
he's built weird. And then I'm like, is that why the Cybertruck looks like
looks like that? Because he looks exactly like the Cybertruck. He's
built like a Cybertruck.
He is built like a Cybertruck.
Like that weird like torso
frame. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of them on the road lately. You know what? I never thought I was going to see that many of them on the road, but I've been seeing a lot on the road lately, and I'm like, wow,
it's unique. It's unique for sure.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see that. It looks like a fucking Lego on the road, and I'm just like, oh, it's a real thing. Okay.
I saw a video where he was talking about how it was morally wrong for people to work from home, and I'm like, how is this fucking like racist, transphobic, like Nepo baby gonna tell us about what's like morally right and wrong?
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, right.
There's a lot morally wrong there.
Like, I know, coming from him, it's like, didn't you do the same shit? Like, you're really working from home all the time, bro. Like, why are you trying to downplay this bitch?
And I don't know. I feel like too many people have to work in the office. Like, I don't know. We don't need to go work in the office.
No. Yeah. All right, so as we end on this Life in Zero Gravity podcast, mewing for Jazzy. I don't even need to mew. My jawbone's just naturally straight, bitch. But yeah, so
mine looks super dramatic because I got the beard.
Oh yeah, he's got a beard, bro. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're doing a part 2 to this scenario, but we just want to do like a little bit of shorter of a time, so that way if you're doing a drive time commute or something like that, you don't have to listen to fucking like 6 hours of us just talking and shit. So
yeah, even though you should be glad to do that.
You should love the sound of my fucking soothing voice. Yes. So fall in love.
That's right.
That was very forceful. I'm gonna get very forceful on you. Fuck it. I've been too nice. I should get forceful on you.
It's necessary.
Choke hold you to the
show cold.
Whoa, I'm going too far. I'm sorry. Okay, enough.
All right, we'll be back very soon.
And TikTok followers, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye, bitch.